Ready?
It is finished.
Hello, 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 and welcome back, everybody, to this fabulous block of the month. You did it. You made it all the way to month number 8. Fantastic. We are so proud of you. I am Rob Appell from Making It Fun, Michael Miller Fabrics, but I want to introduce my super special guest, the designer of this fabulous quilt, CHARISMAH Horton.
Yay! I'm so excited to be here again. Wait, this is the month 8. Does that mean I have to leave your couch?
Time to pick up. Yep, time to get off the couch. Time to wrap it up.
Well, I'm just going to be, maybe we can make this last a little longer.
Maybe we should do this every year.
Maybe.
Ooh,
that would be exciting.
Definitely.
So, month 8, we made it 8 months.
Look at all these blocks. This has been so much fun. I mean, not only for me creating the videos with CHARISMAH for all of you to enjoy, but so much fun making the quilt samples, the blocks. And again, I just want to say compliments to you for a fabulous design.
Thank you, Rob.
Pun intended, but yeah.
Yeah, and I just want to say that you can still join us anytime. These are made with Michael Miller Basics, and the blocks are easy. The pattern is still available. You can still find all of these fabrics at your local quilt shop along with my pattern. So please join us, even if this is your first time seeing this project. We would love that, and please share your projects with us. We love to see the finished quilts and even the process of you making the quilts. So this is our month 8. What did we name this month?
This is Libby. This month is dedicated to Libby. We'll talk more about that at the end of the show. If it's your first time catching the fabulous block of the month, yeah, we've dedicated each month to one of our iconic heritage legendary quilters out there that has inspired us.
Yes.
In so many ways. So this is Libby. You can probably guess who that's for, but we'll talk about her at the end of the video. And we want to talk today, this is finishing, and I'm basically going to get out of the way and let CHARISMAH walk you through what we've got going on with the blocks. So I'm just going to come on over here and let you take over, my friend, and just kind of go on vacation.
Okay, so we have decided there's a few ways to put this quilt together. And if you look at your pattern, you're going to see that there is a diagram on the back page that shows how to assemble them in rows. But not everybody has a queen-size design board, and neither does Rob. Our famous quilter does not have a queen-size design board. So we decided to show you a different way to put this together in quadrants, because this is a symmetrical quilt. So it's very easy to assemble in quadrants using a 4x4 setting. And so I'm going to show that on his design board that will be that is useful for us in this situation, and quite frankly most of us in this situation. So let's get started. I have my fancy briefcase over here.
Right, full of the treasure, of course.
Yes. All right, so we have block 1. This is going to be our basically the setting stone, right? Because we know exactly where this goes in the quilt. Rob, would you like to show where that goes?
Yeah, that's going to be, we're working on this top quadrant here, and so you're starting right here in this corner.
And so then part of the reference point for this star is knowing where the point is. Do I think that this is the point? No. I need to really think about the orientation of this.
And CHARISMAH?
It's this.
I might have loaded your suitcase wrong. Your pink is along the bottom row,
Okay.
pink down.
Yes, and so pink down. See, that's my star point. I was really wondering about that, but that's why we have a design board, right?
Right.
And I would like to really say to everybody that a design board makes it so that you still make no mistakes and you don't turn a block wrong, but that would be a big fat lie.
Yeah, I even put one in when we were testing today to reload our suitcase. Okay, so she's just now put in this one here. Yep. So again, this red line is going to follow back down to your center point. Perfect.
Yep, and you can see the star points starting to form. They look exactly like these ones here. And so now we have a star
on the bottom.
Yep. So here we go. Here. A star. And now we have our Alex block, one of our Alex blocks here.
And you can see that filled in the white and the black combo of the big star point, which duplicates the small star point.
And we have our red star. Okay, and now guess what block we get to do? This is the best block, really, for the layout, because this is where the Joe block is really handy. The Joe block forms that line so we can start to follow where all of these blocks fall into place. That's really my favorite part, because I know if I have turned one of these wrong, something is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm going to put one in this back corner here. You just want to make sure that you follow the same orientation. Okay, and now we have our stars, our friendship stars. And I'm just going to go from this bottom one up. So we have the one with the blue center. That's how I'm going to remember these in order. And we have the orange center.
These ones are slightly out of camera over here because, again, it's a 96 by 96 a queen size, wonderful, well, I should say fabulous quilt, of course.
Yes. And here we have our purple one. And guess what? We only have 3 more blocks to go.
Yay!
We have the Alex block, and this is where we really know how we can, we know that these blocks have to go into a specific order, and look, I messed up. I have to turn these so that the black lines up with the Joe blocks to form that, because I want that green to line up with the Alex block. And so now we have the Alex block, and we're going to put that in there, and we know we have the right orientation when we line up that green line.
There's that lime green I love, that cocoa.
Yep. And here we go again. And what's the last block, Rob?
That's going to be our Ginny block, our razzle dazzle sparkle in the corner.
Yes, indeed.
Uh-oh, you got it?
Oh, I
with that cabinet, here I come to save the day. Oh, Mike took it full after all. Now, I want to hear about great things. Do you have a little more time to share with us about the machine quilting?
Absolutely. Great things.
Nice.
Fabulous things, yes. So, machine quilting. This is very subjective, right? So many people have different theories on machine quilting, but I've been a long arm quilter for many years, and I formed my living doing that. So there's a few things that I personally love to do, and I've captured that in this quilt. And most of that is just breaking up texture, right? I love to have some swirly designs, some curly designs, some linear designs, and I mix those all together. So you don't have to know anything super fabulous. You just have to know a few designs and mix those up. And that's exactly what I've done here. So I have some linear lines in my here and here. I've done some continuous curves because I create this little flower, and it gives this really linear area some little curve. And then I put these pebbles simply because that's a really tight design, and it sort of just makes everything else pop. But also, if I'm going to do this type of design, I like to put it in a light colored fabric because then you can see it no matter what. And so that's very strategic when I use a pebble sort of design. But then again, I wanted to do something to give these dimension. One of the things I love in quilting is dimension. So a lot of times I'll use double batting or something like that to accomplish that in a quilt. And then I just put some sparkle. I needed to have some sparkle in this because it's fabulous, right? We're talking about glam and fab and honoring iconic quilters, and I just needed to add a little bit of sparkle. So that's what I did. And then I added some swirls. And again, I used continuous curve. This design is exactly the same as this design, but it looks different because you're using it in a different shape. So still gives it dimension, but it looks a little bit different. And then if you look in the black, you'll see the swirls and all of that because I wanted to break up some of the linear lines that I had chosen in the stars. And then L's and E's. I just sort of sprinkled those in certain areas because it's a common design. I wanted to use designs that I felt were accomplishable to anybody making this quilt. I knew that we were going to be doing these videos and I wanted them to be simple things that anybody could do. So lines, loops, things like that. And then I just put feathers in these stars or the star points, because I know that feathers are a staple. You know, those are iconic. We can't date a feather. A feather is in the earliest quilts that have ever been recorded. And that's just, you know, something that I appreciate with quilting. And we are honoring our iconic quilter Libby this month.
That's right, Libby Lehman. We've dedicated the 8th month to you because those of you who are not aware, but I am, Libby Lehman is an amazing machine quilter and teacher of so many of these wonderful techniques, and she's really been an iconic, legendary quilter for a lot of years, and she's really, I think, made machine quilting not so scary for so many people. So thank you, Libby. It's just been really an honor to think about all of these legendary quilters out there. So I'm a little starstruck, I guess.
Yes, it is. Well, and as a long arm quilter, they paved the way for all of us.
Yeah.
So that's really, I wanted to honor a long arm quilter, or a quilter, I should say.
Yeah.
Because I raised my kids quilting.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And it really is terrific, and it's been such a blessing to have Charisma in the studio for the last 8 months and having all of this fun, but learning about her family and learning about yet another fantastic, successful individual. But she started this to buy, was it food for your, and clothes for your kids, 6
and
kids.
pay for their sports.
Pay for your sport and pay
Yes.
for the sports, and that's
So,
where it all started.
Yeah, and you can find me at charismascorner.com, and I'll be there with bells on. Yay!
Fantastic. And until then, we're just saying,
Fabulous!
Wow, you are still there. Thanks for sticking with me till the end of the video. I know, I get a little long-winded sometimes. But if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you check out a few of the other ones we've created. I think they're terrific. And of course, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the little bell to be notified. I don't want you to miss a moment of the fun. Stay safe and happy sewing.